I've had these Braille shoes for about a month now, and I think I've got at least a solid 2 weeks of skating them. For my full review, I know that a lot of people will probably think, oh, they're Braille shoes, they're not gonna be as good as normal skate shoes, but after skating them for a while, I'm pretty surprised with how well they've skated. Like all the reviews on my channel, this is not going to be a sponsored review. Oh shoot, I was like, just ollie and turn around. That's all I need to do right there. Like all the reviews on my channel, this is not a sponsored review. I do not know anyone at Braille. That was a super sweet ollie. And although they did send me these shoes, doesn't mean I'm gonna sway my opinion. I'm gonna tell you the truth about these shoes and how they skated and how they performed for me and how they compare to other skate shoes that I've skated in the past, like Nikes or Etnies or any other type of skate shoes, because Braille is a YouTube channel, not a skate shoe maker. So we're gonna find out by the end of this review if they made some good skate shoes or not. This is the review of the Braille Red Lodge skate shoe. First video that I put out about these shoes was me breaking them in and like warming up and skating them and seeing how they felt. I gotta tell you, after skating them for like the first session or maybe at the most the second session, these shoes break in super fast and really easy. Which is, of course, a good thing if you like your shoes to break in easy. But if you're like me and you like your shoes to stay stiff as long as possible, it's not the best thing, but it was nice to have a shoe that feels very like ready to go out the box. Like if you have a shoe that breaks in easy, it's usually a good indication that it's gonna have really good board feel, which these shoes actually have really good board feel. I'm gonna land this one right here, and if I do, you have to subscribe to this channel. Oh my God. Can you do it anyways? That'd be really great. If I land it this try, then you have to subscribe for sure this try though. Okay. I was just joking the tries before. This time I mean it. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to get warmed up here. I'm warming up as I'm making this video. I land this try. Then I got this aerial view and it's sick and I put in all this extra effort, so you have to subscribe. Damn it. The whole time I skated these shoes, I didn't feel the absolute coolest, but I was very surprised at how good they skated, even though I'm not skating that good. The point is, I'm gonna land this big spin, and then we're gonna start to talk about the flick with these bad boys. Okay, so when it comes to flick with these shoes, every kickflip that I've done every single time has felt more and more consistent after I got used to it. And that consistency feels the same for nollie flips too. Every single time I did any flip tricks with these shoes, hey, what's up? How's it going? Felt a lot better than I thought. I thought maybe because it's a Braille shoe, like the first shoe that I got, the flick kind of felt weird. Like it felt like I was wearing a slipper, but it feels like they really did make this one better. But at the same time, it's not like the best flick, but it's definitely on par with skate shoes that you've skated in the past. If you skated a Nike before and you didn't like how it flicked when you started skating it, but then eventually you got used to it and you got really consistent flick out of it, you're gonna get the same thing with these shoes. I'm gonna get up. Oh my God. Of course, that's all fine and dandy when you're doing flick tricks, but heel flips are a different story. Usually with a cup sole shoe, you get a pretty consistent feeling flick with your heel. And with these, I think I still get that, but it's not a very thick outsole. When I'm trying to do my heel flip tricks, it almost feels like I'm having to try a little bit harder to get that flick that I normally would with a shoe with a thicker outsole on the heel. To be honest, it's not that much of an adjustment because once you get used to the thin outsole, you can flick them really good. Doesn't mean you're always gonna be ready to land on them. Hold on, let me do a good one. You get used to it, and you're ready to land on it, you should be able to roll away from anything. Which, honestly, I'm not gonna make any excuses. I'm just not doing good with switching with heels right now. Now, it has been about 2 weeks that I've been skating these shoes, and although I've been skating hard or for hours every day, oh my God, I got scared I was gonna hit my camera. These have been a lot more durable than I thought that they would be. The stitches have started to tear a little bit out over here. For the most part, this is the most damage that has happened to these shoes. They have been holding up very well. The suede is on par with any type of suede that you get from any skate shoe that you've probably skated before. And this canvas that surrounds this B is still holding up. It's not breaking yet. The thing that's ripped the most on this shoe is up here by the lace. So I could see myself breaking these eventually, but for the most part, they're in a pretty decent spot because they have not broken yet. The tread that's on the bottom of the shoes, I wish was a lot better because honestly, it's very slippery tread. I didn't mean to slip out. That rail's waxed, dude. When I started skating them, it felt like okay, but then like a little bit into like skating these shoes, I really felt like my foot was not gripping my board the way that it should. And if anything, I would just say, please use a different material for the outsole, because the rubber on the bottom is pretty slippery. It's hard to tell you guys all this while skating at the same time. This is kind of hard. The overall look and aesthetic of these shoes is not the coolest. It's like the exact same type of skate silhouette that a lot of shoe companies have used in the past. It reminds me of like an S shoe, just a little bit less bulky, but still at the same time being that kind of bulky shoe. Now, hold on, let me do this front board real quick. We covered a lot so far. If there's any subjects on shoes that you want me to think about while I'm skating them and tell you guys, leave it in the comments down below. As far as aesthetic goes, this is a good looking skate shoe. For the people that are like, oh, it has that D on the side, don't be a hater. It looks fine, like the overall shoe, the aesthetic of it, it looks good. It looks like a normal traditional skateboarding shoe. And if you like that, you should have no problem wearing these. Aside from a few things that I personally didn't really like, this shoe is checking all the boxes, but one thing it can improve on is the impact protection. I did skate these shoes for a whole entire session where I tested skating down something. I ended up having to take the insole out of the shoe that it came with and replacing it with the insole that I'm working on because I found a brand new material that I'm gonna use for it. And it's like way better than the materials that I've tried before. I'm gonna hopefully have an insole for you guys soon, but for the most part, the impact protection was good enough for anything low impact. If you're just getting a ledge, rail, flat ground, if you're skating like a 2-stair, 3-stair, maybe even a 4-stair, you're fine. But if you're skating anything that's like about 4.5 feet or so tall, then you're probably gonna wanna put some extra insoles in there, whether it be mine when they come out or any other company's insoles, whatever you wanna use. I feel like these shoes are gonna last as long as any other skate shoe that you're gonna skate. And as far as comparing these shoes to other skateboarding shoes in the industry, there's not a huge difference. I would say the main thing is that they break in super quick and they do feel a little bit looser than your average like Nike shoe or Adidas shoe. But those shoes are usually typically really solid to begin with and harder to break in if they're cup soles like these are. I don't have any sizable complaints that are gonna make me say you shouldn't try to skate these shoes. I think you should definitely try to skate them because they're made by a YouTube channel and it's like probably one of the hardest things to do, I've heard. So kudos to you, Braille, because this shoe is way better than your first try. Leave a comment down below if this is a shoe format review that you like, and I will see you guys in another video. I gotta do a shoe drop. Here, let's turn this way. Ready? Shoe drop! Huh. That's different. Whoa. Oh. 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 Oh shit.